Alright, Motovlog number 5. Just a little status update on what's happening with me. Today is the 16th of Feb, I think. Anyways, I haven't been able to upload videos lately as much as I did before, because I've been out of town. I went to pick up my family, my wife and kids. They came back from overseas. So I've been away for more than a week. Yeah, so I haven't been able to motovlog or take any new footage of me and my bike. But yeah, so far this month has really been weird. Okay there, buddy. My brother, while I was away, he got into a car accident with a Ford SUV, a Ford Everest. It was the Ford Everest's fault. It was an older guy driving it, and he basically did not see my brother on a Honda City. And the guy, the Ford Everest, was actually counterflowing. He was trying to get onto my brother's lane, and he didn't see my brother because he was right beside him. And boom, side swipe. And what is going on here? Yeah, illegal bullshit. Yeah, exactly, illegal bullshit, because you don't freaking counterflow, man. I mean, damn. And the guy is an older citizen. And he cut my brother off and ended up damaging my brother's car. Anyway, so you know, my brother and that guy made an arrangement to get his car fixed, because apparently the guy who hit him, the older Ford Everest guy, has a car repair shop or something, so he'll pay for the damages that he caused my brother. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, so anyways, back to me, and how's this related to me? Well, yeah, the day after I arrived with my family here in Jensen, which was yesterday, we also got into a freaking car accident, because some scumbag on a Raider 115 decided to not look in front of him in a slow moving traffic, and he rear ends us. We were driving a car, my wife and kids were in the car, and that's what really, you know, aggravates me, because, you know, my kids, a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old, were in the car, and this retard on a Raider 115 decides to, you know what, I'll check out my shirt to see if it's dirty, so girls will check me out if, you know, if it's not dirty, if it's clean. So this guy looks down in his shirt on slow moving traffic and rear ends us.
Head motherfucker.
Me driving a, you know, an SUV in the front seat, driver's seat, is wondering what the hell was that crunching noise and a little thump. And sure enough, you know, I look behind me and there's this guy like peeling himself off the back of our car. I get out and I'm trying to be as calm as possible. I tell the guy, "Hey, that's your fault. You rear-ended us. How the hell could you rear-end us when we're only going 10 kilometers an hour and less? I mean, what the hell?" So I decided to take pictures of his, you know, his motorcycle, his license plate, and I told him to pull out his ORCR, and other IDs, because I had a bad feeling about this guy. You know. Anyways, so yeah, you know, my hands are shaking from just being pissed off by this guy who just, you know, was not paying attention and decides to run into me and my kids and my wife. So I take pictures, you know, just in case he does something stupid. You know, he opens up saying, "Hey, sir, I'll pay for the damages." And I'm like, "Okay, you better do that today. You better do it right now." He's like, "Oh, I didn't bring my wallet on me." That's when, you know, I knew this guy was not being honest. He's a student. Apparently he's a student. He looks like a student, a college student. Not wearing proper gear, not wearing proper helmet, no, you know, ICC stickers, no, you know, DOT stickers or whatever on his helmet. His bike looked modified, and he had no side mirrors. Well, yeah, he left a, you know, a dent in the back of my dad's car, and well, he smashed up his headlight and turn signals on the back of the car. So it sucks for him, you know, but the fact of the matter is, cars cost more than motorcycles to repair. So I told him, since I know these guys can't really pay much, I told him, "Hey, you know, 1,000 up front right now, within the day." And then he decides to call his dad up on the phone, explains what happens, and he says, you know, we exchanged numbers. And I told him, you know, today before 6 p.m. and sure enough, you know, he didn't reply to my text at 6 p.m.
Son of a bitch!
This guy trying to cut me off. At 6 p.m. he didn't reply to my text, and that's when I knew I had to teach this guy a lesson, you know, about the law. So thankfully enough, some of the people I work with in the office know people in the police and traffic management. So I put up a blotter on him, which is in effect right now. So they're gonna summon his ass, and then they're gonna drag his ass to the LTO, because thankfully, because of my picture taking, they know where he lives. They know what license plate he drives with, and yo, what are you doing? And do you know the plate number of the bike he rides? And yeah, they'll be putting on a blotter on him, and they'll be dragging his ass to the police station or whatever. But you know, if he doesn't do anything and doesn't resolve this thing with me, they'll impound his bike. You know, I mean, I'm really agitated about this because, I mean, mostly because my wife and kids were in the car with me. You know, it's like I get defensive about that when people do such things, which involves my my family, my own wife and kids. If it was just me, I won't be so hot-headed about it, but seriously, you know, people here, I mean, I really want to teach this guy a lesson in accordance to the law, and I just hope and I really pray that people here, you know, start learning how to freaking ride and drive properly, because a lot of people here are just idiots who don't know shit about traffic rules, you know. And it's a safety hazard, it's a safety issue. So I'm still recording. Yeah, I'm still recording. So yeah, that's pretty much an update with me. I haven't been able to record new stuff until today because I've been out of town, and I'm back to being a father because my wife and kids came back from their vacation, and yeah, I'm back to being a daddy. Yep, daddy. And daddies with little girls get a little feisty when things happen to their little girls. So yeah, brings out the warrior in the daddy, which actually I'm kind of trained in. And why is there traffic? Anyways, yeah, that's about it for me today. Sorry I'm not, you know, I haven't been uploading much, and I won't be able to upload as much, well, not like compared to before, which was like every other day. Probably once a week. I hope that's okay with you guys, because yeah, man, being a parent, it's hard work, and we don't have yayas or whatever, maids at home, so, you know, hardcore hands-on parenting. And why is it so freaking hot today? Wow, it's really hot. Whew. Anyways, well, that's about it for me, guys. Ride safe, and yeah, peace out. See you in bed out.